I think I actually finished ahead of time.
Yeah, you got 25 seconds left. Nice.
Business internationally
Mm-hmm.
is different, different ballgame. These guys do with business first, and
Mm-hmm.
I think that should be a standard that should be more apparent across
Mm.
this island Barbados. Yo, what's up? My name is DJ Kai, and you're watching Behind the Rhythm.
Hey guys, my name is Randy Eastmond, music producer, musician, and music educator from the beautiful island of Barbados. Welcome to my channel, and you are watching Behind the Rhythm. So, you may be asking, what is this all about? Well, on this show, you get a chance to meet the producers from Barbados and the Caribbean responsible for creating the music that you love. We take a look into their creative space and thought processes. We break down and unpack the elements of the music produced by our guests over the years. They share their tricks, techniques, and approaches in the world of music production. So, if you are new to creating music or you just want to see how these guys approach it, then you are in the right place. If you want to stay up to date with the new videos coming in this series and to check out our new content, just hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notifications. If you like what we're doing, hit the like button as well. Okay, let's get started and meet today's guest. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Behind the Rhythm. We are so happy that you've been supporting us all season. This is now episode 6, man. Thank you so much for your support. And today it is my honor, it is my pleasure to have this young man on this show. He's a young DJ and a young producer, and we are really proud of the work that he's been doing. He's been able to form synergies and partnerships with artists throughout the Caribbean. So today is going to be very interesting. I think it's going to be educational as always, and it is my honor and pleasure to bring him onto the program today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce you now to DJ Kai. Where are you at, my brother?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Behind the Rhythm, bro. How are you, man?
I am fine. Ashes
Yeah,
got me.
yeah. Ashes go. That's true,
Yeah,
Well,
yes.
but shout out to those persons in St. Vincent who are going through this volcanic eruption with the La Soufrière volcano, and our hearts go out to you. All of our Caribbean territories going through the COVID pandemic as well too. And it's been pretty hard. And since we said that, how have you been holding up during this Corona time and time of lockdown?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm grateful for the pandemic, but
Hmm.
the pandemic did expose a lot of things that um yeah that generally will be pulled under the rug,
Right.
so a lot more, so besides more ways to find more opportunities and you
Mhm.
know reach out to people.
Yeah, because it
Yeah.
gives you the chance. It gave us the chance, rather, as creatives, to work on new projects, etc. But the whole thought of the pandemic, is pretty scary. But I understand what you're saying. As a creative, you get the chance to sit down and work on new things, refine your skills and such like, right? And you've been doing some fantastic work, and I'm really excited to get into what we're doing today. But before we go there, I want to ask you to tell the people out there 5 unknown facts about DJ Kai quickly.
All right. All right. So number one, as a kid, I love airplanes. I was into aviation.
Whoa. All right. So that's one.
Yes. Number two, oof, my favorite music genre is actually R&B.
Interesting.
Genre.
Whoa. All right. That's two.
Yeah. In school, in primary school, also, I played the steel pan. Actually, steel pan.
Nice. That's three.
So primary school again,
Mm-hmm.
I actually used to play cricket on the team and such.
Cricketer two.
Yeah.
That's four. Uh-huh.
And the last fact is I am a graduate of the Barbados Community College Associate Degree of Music. I am a graduate
Wow,
from
I definitely didn't know that. So that's five. Whoa, thanks a lot, DJ Kai. So that's 5 unknown facts about DJ Kai. All right. So DJ Kai, man, it really is an honor to have you here. I'm an advocate for the youth. I'm pushing the youth. I'm pushing young people, and you've been doing some tremendous work. What song are we looking at today on Behind the Rhythm from your catalog?
All right, so today we are looking at my Soca 2021 project, Beat
Mm-hmm.
Share.
Beach Trip.
The
Oh, that's a
song,
big one, boy.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
song is High Life by Machel Montano.
I was hoping that's the one that you bring, boy. You got the boss, you know what I mean? Marshall Montana, aka the monk. You know that that's so overwhelming for me to know that as a young person, like you know, you're able to reach those guys and transcend borders. You know, I keep telling people the world is so small, the world is borderless. You know, because of the internet. So I got a lot of questions for you in terms of how you got that pulled off. You know, so first of all, I want to know, how did you make the connect with Marshall to even get him to consider going on a track with you?
Well, it as I said, COVID showed a lot. Even though it showed a lot of negative things, it showed a
Hmm.
lot of positive things as well.
Right.
You know, like for example, there's an app out there called Clubhouse.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, it's only for iPhone users, iOS users, but
Right.
um, these kind of apps allow the world to get smaller
Right.
virtually.
Hmm.
So it's not how I met Marshall. Well, it's how I met Marshall actually.
Hmm.
But how I got this project started, especially with getting Marshall, I actually linked up with another artist and a great songwriter in the Caribbean, Problem Child.
Right. Hmm. Big
Yes,
as a problem.
for sure. So Problem, I gave the beat to Problem. Problem loved it. And he wrote the song called "Life Is a Beach." This is another song on the rhythm,
Right. Wow.
right?
Hmm.
So he released it on his album,
Hmm.
and after the album, he was like, let's turn this into a rhythm. He gave,
Nice.
yeah, he gave me a demo. Said, yeah, cause we're gonna shop this on my shelf.
Hmm.
So he shopped off to my shelf. My shelf took it.
Hmm.
The song was born.
Wow. Wow. You see that? I love to hear stories like that because it's so organic. It's genuine. You know, you probably didn't even think that it would reach that far. You know, just from building a beat and making stuff that that you love to do. Kudos to Problem Child for doing that, and kudos to Marshall as well for giving you the opportunity as a young producer. I really want to commend you for that. So in terms of the rhythm now, how did that how did that come to being? People want to understand the creative process in terms of how we come up with these ideas and these what you call these synergies of music, so to speak, when we have rhythms. What was your thought process? Were you sleeping? Did you get the inspiration while asleep? Did you pass and hear a car horn honking? That cue the idea for the rhythm, How did the beat steer rhythm come about?
All right, so the rhythm started when I found actually a vocal chop loop. Actually,
Uh-huh.
so you hear a certain song,
Yeah.
which is like vocal like,
Mm-hmm.
so that is basically how I started the
Mm-hmm.
rhythm. Um, I believe I started it sometime after crop over 2019,
Right.
right? And I was like, let's do a chill vibe. I was
Mm-hmm.
feeling chill vibe.
Right.
I found this vocal chop. I
Mm-hmm.
really love vocals in my beat. I
Right.
really
Yeah.
um so you know I worked with the vocal loop, play with it until I got a song that I felt worked,
Mm-hmm.
and I built a beat behind it
Right.
basically.
Right. You were using use Splice to for the chop, or that's just all your library of songs that you found that?
Yeah, I just found it. I actually am looking to get into splice. I actually don't
Mm-hmm.
use splice.
Right. Okay. And how long would you say that it took for you to actually get the rhythm to a point that you were ready to say, "Hey, look, I'm gonna shop this to someone and make it available for public domain"?
Well, sometimes for this rhythm, it took me um a few hours to get a foundation of the beat down.
Right.
To actually finish it, it it involved getting more ideas.
Right.
So I had to think outside the box. That's what I like to do, find
Mm-hmm.
different things.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, it started off as a regular soca beat. So the
Right.
drums gonna be like soca light and such,
Mm-hmm.
but percussion is actually more Afrobeat infused.
Wow.
So the song is the song of No is usually like Afrobeat fused with soca.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that was basically like my fusion, if that makes
Mm-hmm. Right. All right, guys. So we are with DJ Kai on Behind the Rhythm Man, and I really can't even tell you all the amount of pride that's boiling up inside of me because of what he's been able to do. You've been talking about the beat share rhythm just now, how it came to being in terms of the musical structure, etc. But I also want to talk about the business side because it's not a normal feature of behind the rhythm, but I think it's a component that's necessary because as a young producer, you can inspire someone and help them to understand the process because there's a business component to doing music. And I want to know what that was like for you because it obviously was new territory for you meeting Problem Child and then meeting Marshall. And I'm sure that their business acumen was different to how you probably would have dealt with artists here in Barbados. So if you can speak to that, we would love that as well.
Yeah. So listen, business internationally
Mm-hmm.
is different, different ballgame.
Oh, yeah.
The first thing first, these guys do with business first, and
Mm-hmm.
like, and I think that should be a standard that should be, more apparent across
Mm-hmm.
this island, Barbados. I
Yeah.
believe so.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of stuff also in the business came up in terms
Mm-hmm.
of, um, cause usually, well, this is me.
Mm-hmm.
Before, I wouldn't have known much about the music business and how complex it actually is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When I dealt with Marshall especially,
Mm-hmm.
um, typically, they will want to distribute the music themselves, so they would like
Mm-hmm.
to use their own platforms to put music on, like Spotify
Right.
and Apple Music and such.
Mm-hmm.
So they like to basically handle the splits.
Handle the space on their own. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but and there's also things about like publishing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what is a bit unfortunate that me myself, I don't know about everyone,
Mm-hmm.
that I had to learn these
You
things
learn on the job. It was by rule.
on the job.
Yeah, you
Yes.
had to learn on the job. Yeah, I think that's something that needs to be a part of our educational system in terms of the intricate details of royalties and publishing those kind of things. I mean, the information is available thanks to CostCat because CostCat has been doing a fantastic job at distributing it. But I think we need to go a step further to make it a part of the educational component for music students, especially, so that they understand what they're getting into. Because I believe a lot of people have that urge and need to want to create their own music, but the business part of it is something that I think that we need to look at. I really want to commend you again, Kai. I'm really, really proud of you. That's the truth. And this information is necessary. I mean, the experiences that you've had, I hope that you can pass that on to others and pay it forward so that other persons coming after you can learn from you and understand what is required. All right. So guys, I really want to get into this song. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a break and we're gonna come back to the segment called Unpacking the Beat with DJ Kai. So stand by, we're gonna take a break. Welcome back to Behind the Rhythm, guys. This is the segment called Unpacking the Beat, and we are in the studio with DJ Kai. And I know that right background, right? That's Noise Boy Studios that you're using, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, correct. Big up to my boys Noise, and we are unpacking this song by Marshall Montano on the Beat Share Rhythm, produced by DJ Kai, and we are in the DAW. This looks like Logic Pro X, correct?
Please,
Yeah.
Lajo.
Break down the beat. Let me get behind the rhythm. I understand how you made this beat share rhythm come to life.
All right. So before we start, well, why you got the project so small?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these are how I like to start my projects. I like to use folders,
Mm-hmm.
track stats.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so when I open the folder, all the files
To
will
come
be
out from there, right? Correct. Always got to be organized as a producer. I always advocate for that.
yeah.
Always.
So it helps when I label the folders so that,
Mm-hmm.
for example, when I have keys,
Mm-hmm.
I could play from keys alone,
From keys alone. Yeah.
for example.
Yeah.
So how I started the beat, as I say, I started with a vocal chop,
Mm-hmm.
which would be this song here. Oops. Let me solo that.
Mhm. Nice.
Yeah. So why did I do this? I liked vocal charts in my beat. Simple
Mhm.
as that.
Mm.
So when I have this in mind, I would start adding to it. I started with the keys. So when I heard this, I started with this tone, which
Mhm.
should be this.
Nice.
Yeah. So it actually isn't a complete loop. You may
Mm.
read last chorus sound different. Um, well, I could say is me showing off my music theory, but
That's arranging 101 there with Roger Gittins. You show the harmony.
harmony was. But yeah.
Hmm.
So the next thing I did was this steel pan tone, which
You're a steel pan player, so you gotta put some steel pan in there for sure.
but
Yeah.
unfortunately it wasn't played live. This is a
Okay.
I found in Logic that sounds pretty good.
Mhm. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, some effects on it and such.
Hmm.
Um, After that, for the verse, actually, I had an idea of making the beat more laid back.
Hmm.
Um, this gives it the beach cheer vibe. I would like to describe it.
Mm.
Yeah,
So there's
so
the sauce and the beat straight here now.
well, not necessarily,
Mm.
but it, I like having elements, and when I hear a rhythm, I
Mm.
think of this is how I name my rhythms actually.
Okay.
Most of them. I like to listen to the rhythm, imagine what I am hearing from it.
Hmm.
In this case, it was beat sheer rhythm.
Right.
This one.
Give that laid back beach way.
Yeah, this is the basically like the all I have for the verse in terms of
Mm.
key. Actually, the second tone I have is just a small piano stab.
Hmm.
So another want to make musically interesting.
Right. Hmm.
Yeah,
I
so
never even noticed that was in there. That's interesting.
yeah, so a nice jazz run, if you could call it that. Then we get to the pre-chorus, where we'll bring back um basically the stuff on the intro to add on to the what I have for the verse.
Right.
Uh, and also something that I thought was cool.
Hmm. Nice.
So you hear something, practically raising up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, so
Mm.
yeah, so the beat is simple, but I like arranging stuff, doing things to make it. This is
Using the
this is a this is a pass filter. Yeah, pass, yeah. Yeah,
hmm
it's a low pass filter.
hmm
Yeah, so there's a low pass
hmm
and a little slow down effect
right.
to cut into the chorus.
Hmm.
So I like to basically um I like to give a big boom for the chorus if you
Right.
like. So
Nice.
yeah, so this last tone, which is actually my last key I placed, um this is actually an interesting tone.
Has some element of bass in it and synth as well.
Well, yeah, well,
Mm.
this is actually an 808
Mm.
of bass I have in the song.
Mm.
So this bass, um, so this is a 808. of
Hmm.
that same bass where I faded out the basic parts obviously
Right, right,
and give the the harmonics or the 808, that's what they call it.
right, correct. Mhm. To let them sing out and resonate more than the bass component.
Yeah,
Right.
I amplified it
Hmm.
and it it came up with this tone.
Mm.
So it was
Experimenting, man. That's what it's all about. You gotta try things and see what works.
yeah. So when I go into the chorus, lead into the chorus, it
Mm.
gives the keys it gives a key like a underneath tone, if
Mm.
that.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I so as I say, lots of experimentation, lots of
Yeah, that's what
stuff.
production is all about. Trial and error, making mistakes, going back and correct those mistakes, and almost perfecting it.
Yeah, but this is a very simple beat composed keys voice.
Yeah,
Only 7 keys
but
technically.
don't simplify the simplicity, because simple is always best, and we've learned that because the more the more space you have in a beat or rhythm, the better it breathes. So it's good to be simple. So persons out there listening, simplicity is always best. Keep things as simple as possible and be effective in your approach when you're producing, right?
Yeah, just but at the same time have fun, experiment.
Yeah, correct.
So as I said earlier, this bass is on 808.
Hmm.
Yes, I have 3 basses in this song. Funny enough, 3 basses.
Nice, nice.
So this bass would be the or the low bass, thing
Hmm.
as such. This is what you will be hearing.
Hmm.
Um, and this bass is funny enough. This was a demo. This was a placeholder.
Right.
So what I like to do for some of my tracks, if I want a guitar, I like to put in like a placeholder.
Hmm.
This is for me, everybody
Yeah,
do. Yeah.
yeah.
This is for when I am hearing something in particular. And I like to put in placeholders so that, for the sake of my slight OCD, I like to have in
Mm.
what I'm hearing.
Right,
So
right. Okay.
this was a simple like start like bass if chronology as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So funny enough, I believe this is the tune that I remember sending this beat to a friend,
Hmm.
a friend.
Hmm.
Uh, funny enough, they sent back the beat and they sent it back and playing with it was a melody of Larkishina Old Lady. So that was really funny to me. I
Mm.
obviously it wasn't my main inspiration. It was merely coincidence, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah. That happens. I mean, people hear music in different ways.
yeah, but you could hear it from yeah. Sorry, yeah. Da, 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 da,
That's interesting.
da, 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 da,
Nice,
da, da. Yeah. So
nice.
it, yeah, so it was a nice coincidence. And this is what I would like to say. It's hard to be compose original music
Hmm.
because um what I like to what I like to acknowledge, keep in mind is that, as much as you can experiment and try different things and try to be different, you know,
Hmm.
music is really nothing under the sun is new.
It's new. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yo.
So,
So
so something always has some element of something that's gone before.
yeah,
Probably. Yeah,
yeah. So I like to think of it as, reimagining a pattern.
that's
Reimagine.
interesting. Nice. I like that. Reimagining a pattern. I love that. Okay, I can borrow that from you. I like that.
But the final bass is in the second part of the verse. This is
Mm,
basically the same undertone to the bass. Uh,
mm,
you know,
mm. don't go on any sub resonance, no.
some sub to add to the bits.
Right.
Right. So, that's my bass. The next thing now will be drums.
Mm-hmm.
So as I say, it started as a soca beat in a sense. So, typical.
Mm. You got that Afrobeat feel.
This is a nice, a nice zouk vibe. It
Yeah.
sounds, so very simple. The kick, so very, very simple vibe. Kick. Hots. I like being interested with the hots, trying some rhythms that want to be every day.
Right.
Yeah. So it's basic for now, but at the end, I like to try some different. So
Nice.
a quick rhythm.
Yeah.
So, this is my crash.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's my crash. And drum fills. I like to introduce parts.
Right. And you your drum fills are samples, or you actually play those in?
Play those in.
You play those in as well too. Nice.
Everything in the drums I played.
Mm-hmm.
And some parts played, some are loops.
Mm-hmm.
The vocal, I believe, is the only loop. Everything else was played.
Was played in. Nice.
So, yeah. So, So I had each. So at a point the beat sounded like this, a typical soca beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
well, and I sat on it for a few days, weeks, months, because this beat in 2020, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Right, early 2020. I think I wanted to use it as a rhythm for crop over 2020.
Right.
COVID happened,
Mm-hmm.
and so as obviously I reached out to Problem, and it said it come up for Soca 21.
Right.
So what I was saying was that it sounded a bit empty. More percussion. I love percussion.
Mm-hmm. As a
So
steel piano player, I can understand that.
yeah.
And Jerome is a part of the steel orchestra. Yeah.
But this is where it got interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I basically wanted to do like a Afrobeat percussion style. So these are some loops that I found on Logic actually. Or Logic has Afro loops.
Yeah.
This is a loop I found.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yo, it's working with the drums. Play the drums quick.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Nice drive.
Nice. Like that. Like that.
This is a second loop that I found on Logic Apple Loops. This is more of a background percussion. This is more. The first one is more prominent. This is more of a background thing. This is the background. Yeah.
And that's a loop you found as well too. Yeah. Nice.
All the percussions are loops.
Right. And it's interesting how you found them, and they all are complementing each other as opposed to fighting.
Yeah. So I like to experiment, find what works. I scroll through the Apple Loops all the time.
Right.
This is for different situations. Sometimes I would do my own percussion, or maybe I'll ask a noise member to do percussions.
The percussion for you, right?
So yeah, so these two, and this is actually my final percussion that I put in first. This is first. this is a loop that I found online as well. For more upbeat, definitely.
Right. Yeah, yeah. You can hear that. You went to the village for this.
Yeah. So I really like how all of these sound together.
All the elements came together. And that alone is a rhythm there, bro. You don't even need nothing else.
I
You
like
know
to,
what I mean?
so I was a raw mixer. I still do raw mixes, but
Mm,
I strip when you raw mix, you typically strip down the keys.
hmm
And most of the time it'll be the drums and the percussion.
Right.
Uh
It's
I
interesting as a DJ because your perspective is different. You got a twinning of perspectives because you're a musician, and then as a DJ, y'all hear things differently to the musician in general. So you can see that come into to being here in terms of how you put this song together.
yeah, so I this is how I like to describe well, not producers in general,
Mm,
but yeah, producers in general. When you're a musician, producing as well, you
mm,
tend to be more technical, more
yeah,
music,
yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
As a DJ, we typically work off a vibe
Vibe, yeah,
of what we're hearing and if we think it will work for the audience.
right.
Because that's typically the job of the DJ to
Mm-hmm.
work our audience, play for
Right,
our.
right.
So, me as a hybrid, I like to fuse both.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, this this is typically the song of DJ Kai,
Right.
hybrid of a DJ and a musician.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So,
I like these descriptors that you're using. I got borrow these here from you.
no problem. They recorded already, so
Yeah, yeah.
So so all of these together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I love it.
and the last thing I like to do is some effects. So I have two types of effects here.
Mm-hmm.
Three. So this is one. I usually use these to introduce a new section.
Mm-hmm.
I like to throw in a random one to in the middle of the beat, for
Mm-hmm.
example, this. I actually don't know why I chose it. I just liked it, honestly. The second one, this is more what I use to transition from the verse into the pre-chorus.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for me song. So, you um, so yeah, so this will be the verse into the pre-chorus.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, yeah. And for the chorus, I tend to build up, have a build up effect. So
Mm-hmm.
this will be
So you got different, yeah, different effects to different sections.
yeah,
Nice.
more of a, so as I said, more of a boom for the chorus, more of a,
Mm-hmm.
so so
Nice.
so yeah, so and that's typically the beat.
That's
Very
yeah. What you're interested to hear is the vocals now
the
from
vocal
Macho. Yeah, cause boys do vocals a little different.
for sure.
Yeah.
So so these are the vocals.
Mm.
Uh,
He would have he consolidated them and sent them to you, or you send the individual tracks.
um,
Probably would
um,
have sent you stems.
he sent me stamps. I
Right.
got
Okay.
so this is a nice. Yeah. So yeah. So when it comes to Marshall vocals, what I really love about Marshall vocals is that he loves to harmonize. He loves to harmonize,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I think harmony in vocals is a great um element in a song.
Right.
Typically in a sweet soca song.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so let me play the background.
It's all about the high life. We vibrating on a high frequency. Vibrating on.
Yeah, so in the chorus, this is more of a choir. This is Problem Child, Marshall, of course, a lady called Feline Ned.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive me if I say her name wrong,
Not a problem.
but you know, and the final vocal who recorded Marshall is, Sean Moore. He's also known as Hey Choppy,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
artist I really like.
Mm-hmm.
So these vocals put together these
Mm-hmm.
quite
High life. We vibrating on a high frequency. Vibrating on.
yeah so
Nice. Nice.
yeah so these vocals I really love how they layer the vocals,
Mm-hmm.
because not only harmony, it's there's also like Lord, uh, you know there's unison, there's the thirds and the fifths, and
Mm-hmm.
both up and down.
Right.
um I wasn't able to record, because I'm in Barbados.
Right.
Marshall's in Trinidad.
Mm-hmm.
This is during the pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
so this is based off what I am hearing, but
Right.
you're hearing
High life. We vibrate.
unison, you're hearing the thirds, the fifth.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there's a vocal below
Yeah.
the uh-huh. And this is what I like to hear in a song.
Mm-hmm.
I like
A full spread of the vocal and vocal harmonies.
yeah, I like when you can make music with the vocal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is my personal opinion. If I play a song vocal, and it should be like a acapella. It should be like a acapella performance.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Agree. I
Guys,
remember Eddie Grant spoke to me about that years ago. He said, the vocal has to make you dance. And if you can't listen to the vocal and dance to the vocal alone, then, something is wrong.
yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That 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 mindset.
Mm-hmm.
This acapella performance, a rendition.
Yeah.
Except obviously the rhythm part and such.
Mm-hmm.
But technically this is a vocal as well.
High life. We vibrating
Right. Mm-hmm.
on a high frequency. Vibrating on.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
I really like vocals.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's program or recorded,
Mm-hmm.
it has to be musical to me, and I like vocals to blend in with the beat as well.
Right.
Especially with the keys, so in the verses, he's saying the song.
First thing I do as I rise up is count my blessings. Say, first thing you should do as you rise up is count your blessings.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just skim through each section quick.
Yeah. No problem.
The eerie part,
Get me like the radio. Why you see what I'm saying like a video? Understand me clearer than stereo. Life hard but try to.
the nice pre-chorus, the chorus.
High life. We vibrating on a high frequency. Vibrating on a high energy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second hook section, like we'll call it.
Uh-huh.
Say, you know the vibes. We never stop, we never give up. You know the heights. We never fret, we never ease up.
And another part where we'll call the bridge. And so, yes, this part.
You know the vibes. You know the heights. Say, you know the vibes. Hold on. You know the heights. You know the vibes.
Yeah, that's actually my favorite part of the song, the bridge. That's actually my favorite part. It's very nice.
Nice. Nice. Nice. Nice. Wow. Well, Kai, I am really, really happy to have had you here on this program to really break down the elements of this song. You know, I heard when you released it, you know, give your commendation there, and now to be interviewing you in this space, in this platform, you know, to show how you actually put it together. It really is, you know, it's a little overwhelming to be honest, you know, to see how you've grown, you know, and to be working with Macho Montano and Prop Nocella, you know, two major players in the game, bro. You know, this is monumental. And for those young producers out there, it shows that it isn't about where you live, where you've come from, your background, or anything, you know, it's you know, music breaks and breaks down and transcends borders, you know, and barriers. So you've been able to do that in a very at a very early stage in your career, you know. So serious commendation and kudos to you on that. You
Yeah, for
know.
real, real thing. Because the funny thing is, I never until the release of his album, the
Mm-hmm.
wedding, which his song is featured on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I never spoke to Marshall before that. I never
Before that, yeah,
much. I only spoke to his, managers, and it was me, Pop
yeah,
Michelle, and managers.
big Anders and Che,
Yeah, so
yeah, that's a good
um,
man there,
and in the same act Clubhouse is where I talked to Marshall for the first time.
right,
So we finally got to talk about how the song, brought us together.
right, correct, nice.
Yeah,
Well,
so
if you could play from the top, you know, up to the probably up to the first chorus, so if you could just get a feel for how everything sounds together.
sure, no problem. You know,
Sit. Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Alright, alright. Yeah, 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 yeah. Weather forecast says nothing but clear skies and good moods. Blessings from all around. And that's all we see in the forecast for today. First thing I do as I rise up is count my blessings. First thing you should do as you rise up is count your blessings. Cause every new day under the sky is a blessing. Yeah. And you're surely blessed if you have life. Ain't no guessing. Yo, I want you hear me like the radio. Want you see what I'm saying like a video. Understand me clearer than stereo. Life hard but try don't make nothing trouble you. Morning neighbor voice the dealio. Hope you have a good day and everything is okay. No matter what happen we not giving up. Plus life too short so let me live it up. It's all about the high life. We vibrating on a high frequency. Vibrating on a high energy. Yeah, we coming to your life with a bag of good vibes. Everything is alright. We vibrating on a high. Yeah, step, you know the vibes. We never stop, we never give up. You know the heights. We never fret, we never ease up. Yeah, it's all about the highlight.
nice,
It's all about the highlight. It's all
nice,
about the highlight.
nice.
No bad vibes, no.
mhm.
Wow, guys, thank you so much, Clay. This has been Behind the Rhythm. This is the segment called Unpacking the Beat. And again, thank you so much, Clay, for being a part of this program and helping us to get into your musical mind and understand how you made the beat stair rhythm come to being. And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take another break and we're gonna come back to a fun segment called On the Spot. Okay, hope you're ready for this because I'm giving you 5 minutes to build a beat on the spot for the persons watching. You ready for that?
Already,
You ready? All right, guys. So we're gonna take a break and we'll be back for the segment called On the Spot. This is Behind the Rhythm. We'll be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back to Behind the Rhythm. We are on the spot with DJ Kai, and he's in the Noise Boys studio. DJ Kai, are you ready for this segment?
I feel so. I think so.
You better be ready because you only got 5 minutes to build this rhythm here. 5 minutes. All right, so I'm going to give you a countdown and you're going to start. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes, sir. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
No rhythm yet. No rhythm yet.
Mhm.
Huh? Change the BPM. Yeah.
I'm going to start in the chops.
Interesting.
About
Like,
4 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock.
all right, there we go. All right. That is a possible mess up. All right. All right. Mess up. Snare. Mhm.
I think you know the dance all line, boy.
Nice. Vibes.
3 minutes, 10 seconds.
All right. Well, niceness. Niceness. We're working.
2 minutes and 40 seconds left. Nice. My working quick here, boy.
All right. There we go. So,
One minute, 40 seconds. It's my working quick, people.
all right. See how it's that was interesting. Over.
Got 55 seconds left. Pressure on, okay? Pressure on.
There we go. Mhm. Yeah. I think I actually finished ahead of time.
Yeah, you got 25 seconds left. Nice.
Yeah.
Coming up to your countdown now. Countdown in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's your time, okay?
Sure.
Well, let me hear what's going on here, man. Play this here from the top. Let me hear we'll come up with.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. All right. That was the segment called On the Spot, guys. Give it up for DJ Kai. He did it in less than 5 minutes. He had 25 seconds to spare, man. All right, guys. That was a segment called On the Spot with DJ Kai in the Noise Boys studio. Thank you so much for being on today, my brother. I love that beat that you did there. I want to encourage you to do something with that. You know, maybe get some artists on it. Lots of takeaways today. Different approach. You know, Kai having broken some barriers and linking up with Problem Child and eventually getting a track done from Masha Montano, you know, one of the leading artists in soca music in the Caribbean. You know, kudos to you for that. And thank you for sharing with us and helping those out there who want to get into production and are interested in this side of the business to understand what you did to come to that point, and also sharing some business tips in terms of the approach that these regional artists would have had as compared to here in Barbados. You know, it was very insightful, and you know, we are really, really, really grateful for that. From your perspective, Clay, as a young person, you know, what advice would you give to other persons getting into the game of production at a young age?
Research, definitely.
Research. Mm-hmm.
Do your research.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't be afraid to reach out to, you know, people like Randy, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of more experienced producers. Don't be afraid.
Right.
So yeah, and definitely listen.
Mm-hmm.
Listening is very important in
Right.
music.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's, you know, talking, listening to someone talk, or listening to music, or you know, listening to criticisms.
Right.
Listening in general is very important. Listening.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Always stress that.
Well, thanks a lot, Kai. You know, really appreciate it. Again, thank you so much for being here. This has been another episode of Behind the Rhythm. Thank you so much for your support so far and for tuning in with us every single week. I also have to say thank you to Shamar Coombs, who's our technical coordinator. He's handling all the link up and stuff with the producers and making sure the audio is good, the video quality is good, etc. So thank you, Shamar. And if you want to stay notified about what we are doing, guys, hit the subscribe button below and also click the notification bell, you know. And again, thank you so much for your support. This is Behind the Rhythm, and we are out.